Reports emerging from Iran's Khuzestan province have raised fresh concerns after a reported failed air defense test resulted in a projectile going off course and striking a residential area in the city of Andimeshk. According to the account circulating in regional media, the incident occurred during a military exercise and left 4 people injured while also causing damage to a local shop and 2 vehicles. Although Iranian authorities have not provided detailed confirmation of the system involved, the mishap quickly triggered widespread speculation online, with some suggesting that the test may have involved a more advanced or sensitive weapon system under the development. Unverified claims have also attempted to link the exercise to forces associated with Mojtaba Khamenei, further intensifying the political undertones surrounding the incident. The episode took place against an already volatile regional backdrop, coming just a day after US President Donald Trump reportedly announced a delay to a planned strike on Iran. The decision was said to follow appeals from several Gulf leaders who urged restraint and encouraged continued diplomatic engagement amid ongoing indirect negotiations, and this temporary pause in military action has added another layer of uncertainty to an already fragile security environment, with analysts and commentators increasingly debating the direction of Iran's military posture and whether the country is preparing for broader escalation. And in the midst of all these tension, a message attributed to Mojtaba Khamenei and circulated through his official Telegram channel added to concerns about possible expansion of the conflict. In the statement, he was quoted as warning that Iran is prepared to open new military fronts if hostilities continue. He suggested that Iran had already identified and prepared operational areas where adversaries would be at a disadvantage, adding that activation of such fronts would depend on whether continued escalation aligns with national interest. While the message did not indicate immediate military action, it was widely interpreted as a signal that Iran could broaden the conflict if pressure from external actors increases. The situation is further complicated by uncertainty surrounding Iran's internal leadership structure. Reports have also circulated claiming that Mojtaba Khamenei has assumed a more prominent role following the reported death of his father during earlier strikes, though these claims still remain unverified. And adding to the speculation, he has not been seen in public since that period, with communications attributed to him reportedly delivered only in written form and read on state television without accompanying audio or video. This pattern has fueled ongoing questions about his condition, authority, and the broader functioning of decision-making within Iran's political and military hierarchy. And at the diplomatic level, efforts to prevent further escalation remain under strain. Reports indicate that Donald Trump's decision to postpone the planned strike came after direct appeals from the Emir of Qatar, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the President of the United Arab Emirates, all of whom urged continued restraint and space for negotiations. All these interventions reflect growing regional concern about the potential for a wider conflict and the impact it could have on the regional stability and global energy supplies. And that concern is already being felt economically as the Strait of Hormuz remains closed amid the ongoing crisis. And the strategic waterway normally handles a significant share of global oil and gas shipments, and its closure has contributed to mounting pressure on international energy markets. And in response, the International Energy Agency has authorized the release of hundreds of millions of barrels from strategic petroleum reserves in an effort to mitigate supply disruptions and stabilize prices. Meanwhile, indirect negotiations between Washington and Tehran continue through intermediaries, including Pakistan. But significant gaps remain between the two sides, and Iran has insisted that any potential agreement must include recognition of its right to enrich uranium for civilian purposes, a condition that the United States has rejected. And with diplomatic positions still far apart and military tensions unresolved, the situation remains highly unstable, with the risk of renewed strikes, expanded military engagement, or further regional escalation continuing to loom over the broader geopolitical landscape. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.